It's 16-33, 5 tries to 1.
Yeah.
Thoughts on 5 tries to 1?
The 5 tries to 1 just show you how good our defence was. You know, does it also show you that their attack wasn't that good? I think it's a mixture of the both. I think they made...
The mixture of the both. I love it.
I think they made quite a few sort of 22... how do I say it? They pushed into the 22 quite a few times, into the red zone.
Yeah.
But then they didn't come away. Yeah, they didn't come away with much.
Yeah.
And now looking at the team sheet, the team sheet's already come out, hasn't it? It came out yesterday.
Yeah.
But they've got Pollard back in.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
So I think if they're in the All Blacks half and they get a penalty, they're going to kick it at goal.
Yeah, I do think...
instead of necessarily relying on their scrum all the time, which was dominant, apart from maybe a handful, I think if they get a penalty in the All Blacks half, they're gonna look to get points, scoreboard pressure.
Yeah, I think when I watched the game, at no point during the whole game until Will Jordan scored his last try, the last try for the All Blacks, did I feel confident that we would win that game. Now, when that happened, we couldn't really lose it. But here's the big but. I think 5 tries to 1 flatters the game. The game was, as I said, at halftime, I turned to my son and I said, he said, oh, it's pretty close. And I went, oh, it's close on the scoreboard, but we've got absolutely no chance of winning this game.
Well, you sort of, when we spoke on the phone the other day, you said it could be a bit of a landslide here.
Oh, yeah.
In that second half. And, I think we've been in that position before where it's been close at half-time, and then, especially All Blacks of old, who was it? Italy. Close at half-time. Do you think the Italians were like, oh, we're in here?
Yeah, yeah.
Or were they like, oh, okay, shit. So it was one of those where, right, we're close here, but they are dominating us. Their scrum is powerful. They're creating chances, but can't quite get there. They'll improve in the second half.
Yeah.
And they didn't.
No, they
but
actually,
why was that?
They actually got a bit worse, didn't
they?
I also think, like, what... So, 5-10 minutes in.
Yeah.
Right? We haven't really had a scrum.
No.
Okay, so at this point, we hadn't had a scrum. But I'm watching the All Blacks try and manipulate the South African defence, and I'm seeing New Zealand go backwards, big time. Now, New Zealand did get their act together far more, and I actually know what they were trying to do. So, the way that South Africa defend is they'll drop their scrum half onto the wing. Therefore, they do that so that they can flood that backfield with additional players. But what they don't have is a sweeping 9 that a lot of teams use. And because of that, New Zealand were trying to penetrate the midfield and then whip the ball back in the opposite direction to really pick on the 9. They did it actually quite well. And if you look at New Zealand's tries, often the 9 was the player who had to make the tackle before the player scored. And that's what they were trying to do, New Zealand. They did it quite well. But they definitely weren't getting go-forward ball. They were getting hit behind the gain line. South Africa did a great job in the ruck and often won the ball back. So I think New Zealand were very effective at creating opportunities around that 9, but they weren't really effective anywhere else. So they got away with one, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
They got away with one. The scrum. Oh my God. It was embarrassing. As a Kiwi watching this game, I was like, I can't believe it's not that we're that bad. I can't believe we're being dominated so much.
It just shows you how strong the South African scrum is. You know, they are dominating the world in the scrum. They're not that much bigger than us.
No, 7 kgs.
It's just pure technique, isn't it?
Yeah, pure technique, and they love it.
Just working together as well, though.
Yeah, do you know they love a scrum, don't
Yeah.
they? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the
But
highlight
they've
of the game.
learned to love a scrum.
Yeah.
You know, I think in the past, Argentina were really good at scrummaging.
Yeah, it's very
But
true.
South Africa have turned it into their weapon, and they've just gotten better and better and better.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because they know that it's an area where they're very, very deep. They came up with the bomb squad, which worked incredibly well, bringing them all on at the same time.
But the bomb squad this weekend didn't work that well.
No, I know. So this is the interesting
So
thing.
are they going to keep those players on for longer?
Yeah, so the way that I look at this is they only need to make one improvement to win the next match. And they only need to be better in one area. Now, that could be in their attack. If they're better in their attack, they'll win the next test. If they're better in their defence, they'll win the next test. If they're better in their line-out, they'll win the do you know what I mean? If they are better in the scrum for longer, not better, but if they can hold that pressure for longer, they are going to win. Let's say if they can hold that pressure for the full 80 minutes, like you would normally expect them to, then they would have won the game on Saturday.
So how come their scrum buckled?
Well,
Because normally, when the bomb squad comes
I know.
they're almost better.
So there is a potential for New Zealand not to be as bad as we looked like. Ethan de Groot, by all accounts, was ill on Friday night, like really ill.
Yeah.
To a point where during captain's run on Friday, he had to go back to the hotel and sleep.
Yeah.
So by all accounts, he was crook, really crook. And then when the game was happening, he had his knee strapped. Now, my gut feeling is he didn't have his knee strapped because his knee was hurting. He had his knee strapped because he was feeling so ill he needed to stop and take a moment, and they ran on and strapped his knee up. Fake injury.
Yeah.
Not a fake injury. I don't think Ethan de Groot said, my knee's hurting, and it wasn't. I think it was, he was down on his haunches. The medical guy came on, and they were like, well, how can we give you some time?
Yeah.
We'll strap your knee up.
Yeah.
Because it is a bit of a problem for him. So there is the potential that he was so crook that when you're up against the world's best front row,
Yeah.
and you're not well,
You're gonna
get buckled. So that was one thing. The other thing is Tupou Vai
Yeah.
playing at 6,
Okay.
Lord at 4. Lord is not known for his scrummaging.
No.
So if you then look at it, what happened was Ethan de Groot goes off.
Yeah.
George Bauer comes on.
Yeah.
And also Tupou Vai goes into lock.
He does, doesn't he?
And then all of a sudden our scrum is rock solid.
Yeah.
And then Fletcher Newell comes on,
Yeah.
all right, for Lomax, and all of a sudden our scrum is dominant.
Yeah.
Now, is that because Ethan de Groot was so crook he couldn't hold up his side of the scrum?
Yeah.
Is it because Josh Lord is too rangy and we need to have a bloody good scrummager at 4 and 5? And I think there is the potential for New Zealand to potentially sort that out going into the weekend.
That's why we need Patrick.
Yeah.
We need Patrick and Holland, don't we?
Yeah.
Because they're big, powerful men.
Yeah.
And then you can still have Tupou Vai on the side.
I think so.
And then you've got 3
Yeah, line
brilliant
out,
line-out
line
options.
out options. Yeah, I agree with
and then
you.
tall, strong men.
I would go for that.
Yeah.
I'd go exactly what you've just done.
Because Lord, was he any good?
No, he's good. Good player.
He's great
Good-
in the line-out.
Good player. And listen,
Good
I-
around the pitch, but like you say, I think...
I'm
just
putting my
listen,
finger
but I think,
up because we don't know whether he's a good scrummager or not.
No, we don't. You're right, we don't. But he just doesn't have the size and presence as Patrick.
Yes, and the reason why I'm doing that is because Ethan de Groot and Lord, they both went off at exactly the same time.
Yeah,
And as soon as they both went off,
yeah.
even though people didn't notice this, the first scrum after they both went off, we did not go backwards.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
And
so you're
that-
sort
and
of
that
putting
was-
two and two together, though, aren't you?
No, because that was with South Africans' first choice front row still on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you've put two and two together there,
Yeah, and I've got
and I've got
4.
yes,
I
which is
think.
great.
I think.
As a maths teacher, that's great.
Yeah. So I hope moving forward, it's not as big an issue as we fear. But if it is,
yeah,
South Africa will win all 3 test matches
Yeah.
from now on because they would have learnt from that. And if they have a dominant scrum like that, there's no chance New Zealand will win another game in this series because they also weren't very good in other areas that they will be better at.
absolutely. But do you think? And I think I asked you this question the other day, didn't I? Do you think New Zealand played really well and South Africa didn't? Or do you think South Africa just made lots of mistakes?
All right, so I've preempted you were going to ask me this question. I think New Zealand did one or two things really well. Their scramble defence was excellent. The use of the ball on the edge was excellent. And they played really smart rugby.
Yeah.
Okay? But the other thing is the referee in absolutely key moments, the rub of the green went to New Zealand.
Did it? Okay.
In real key moments, every time there was a key moment and there was a questionable decision, and rightfully so, there was never one time where the referee was wrong, but my point being was on other days,
Yeah.
they either wouldn't have picked it up
Okay.
or they're 50-50 calls, and sometimes those 50-50 calls are wrong.
Yeah.
So, definitely the referee...
So are you saying that the refereeing was really good, or do you think it was almost a bit biased towards New Zealand?
wasn't biased, but... Okay, so Tupu Vai's pass into... winger. Josh Morby.
Yeah.
Some of the referees would have said it was forward.
Okay.
I don't think it was forward.
Right.
But it was
flat.
flat,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would argue to say even the last try, a lot of teams would have said he threw the ball from there and the ball's gone forward. Now, it's
Back
not
out the
forward.
hands.
Back out of the hands,
Yeah.
right? But again, I'm saying we've
I see
seen
what
these
you mean.
before,
Yep.
haven't we?
Yep,
We've
of
seen
course.
them before where it might be flat, but they go against you.
Yeah.
It might be, the momentum might have taken it forward,
Yep.
but they say it's forward.
Okay.
The Holland try, offside.
Was he?
But, well, was he or was he not?
Yeah.
All of these things. Artie Sevilla's tackle up high. Was it
Well,
high?
that slid up, didn't it?
Well, this is the thing. It's the right call.
First contact.
First
Yes.
contact here.
Yeah.
Head moved forward.
Yeah.
Now, if first contact is at his head would move backwards.
Yeah.
So it's the right call.
But you're right.
I've seen it
yes.
many times.
It could have
not gone.
So it was refereed.
perfectly.
Yes. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
It's refereed perfectly, but
It could
most
have
rugby-
gone the other way.
most rugby games are
Yeah.
not,
Yeah. No, you're right. Okay.
which is a problem.
So it'll be interesting to see who we've got refereeing the next game.
Yeah, it's the Georgian.
It's not, is it?
It is. It's the Georgian. But anyway, South Africa, on the other hand,
Yeah.
This is where they were potent or dominant. Scrums,
Yeah.
breakdown, territory,
Yeah.
possession,
Yeah.
ball in the air.
So a lot.
They got, every time they kicked it, they almost got the ball back,
Yeah.
right? So where they went wrong was they were disjointed. They haven't played together for quite a while.
Well,
That's their fault. Yeah, okay.
no, but it's the same with the All Blacks, you could say.
Yeah, I know, but
Well, actually, no, you couldn't say that. No, sorry. Because we've played their provincial teams.
we've played the provincial teams, plus we've played the same team roughly against the Nations
Yep.
Cup.
Yes, sorry, I understand. Yeah, and then they chopped and changed
They've
between
chopped and
three
changed,
teams.
which is
Yeah.
their fault.
Okay, yeah.
But also, they have a 6-2 bench.
Yep.
And
They had a couple of injuries, didn't they?
They had a couple of injuries, which
Yeah.
meant that people like Jesse Krill had to go out and play on the wing.
Yeah,
Then Sasha FM
yeah,
had to move from 10 to 15.
yeah.
So they were disjointed.
Yeah.
But on top of that, they had injuries, which made them more disjointed,
Yeah.
which they won't be going into game 2.
Well, no, that's right. But also, I guess that's the risk that that's the risk and reward of a 6-2 split.
Oh, big time. And New Zealand were very lucky because, if you looked at we had D-Mac, who was carrying an injury,
Yeah.
Will Jordan, who's carrying an injury,
Yeah.
Cam Roygaard carrying an injury.
Yeah. Yeah.
So therefore, De Groot, who's not well,
Yeah.
another day. It's the first time I've ever known South Africa to get done like that. Normally, they get away with it. But on this occasion,
Yeah.
they
That's what I
didn't.
mean.
Yeah.
They normally, remember when they had that 7-1 split?
I know.
And that went fine.
Yeah.
But even some teams, if they go their 5-3 split, it can still put them into trouble. So it's just the risk you're willing to take. And unfortunately for South Africans or South Africa, it didn't quite pay off.
I mean, I'm really happy with the win, and
Yep.
I was actually pumped
Yeah.
with the win. But I think any Kiwi who's getting a little bit too confident needs to have a reality check.
Well, they need to go back in their box.
They need to go back in their
Yeah.
box, because I tell you what, the box are going to come out, and the only way New Zealand beats South Africa on this weekend is if South Africa have another bad game. Because if they play well and they dominate us in the scrums like they did,
But I can't see them not playing well. They're going to be, they would have had their wrists or their back of their hands slapped, and they'll be on it this week.
I think they will be,
Yeah.
Mate, should we look at the teams? You mentioned that the South African team's been named, hasn't it?
Yes.
Should we have a little look at it
Yes.
and go through where maybe possibly where and why they've made those changes?
So I've got the team list up now. Okay. So we've got Willemsen at 15.
Had a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Hell of a player. Thoroughly deserves to play in that second match.
Yeah. Then at 14, you've got the Kirkley Arendus.
Is it Aronson?
Yeah,
No, is it
Aronson.
I thought he was concussed, but anyway,
I think he was a questionable one.
questionable, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we've got Jesse Krill, Damien Delande, Ethan Hooker now because Colby is injured.
Thank God.
Thank
God
he was the best
he
person on the pitch.
is injured.
That's
Snapped ankles.
That's mean. Then we've got Pollard.
Yeah, interesting.
So he's in at 10.
Is Sasha on the bench? Sasha FM.
He is, yes.
Yeah, yeah. So I think that's probably a smart decision. It's going to be interesting. So they've put Pollard in at 10. Now, you've mentioned why you think, or what they'll do. You think they're going to kick at posts a lot more.
I think so. I think they'll take their medicine a lot more and just keep scoreboard pressure. Because their penalty count was immense.
Especially early on.
Yeah. So the more they keep that ticking over, the more pressure that puts on the All Blacks to then try and score more points. Then we've got Reinach at 9.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. They played a lot together,
Yes.
those two, and I think that's going to be really important moving forward because they did look disjointed between 9 and 10 on Saturday. Everyone has talked up Sasha FM.
Yeah.
He's a generational talent, and I do agree with them.
Yeah.
But in this game, he probably had the weakest game he's ever had.
Yeah.
In either
Do you think he felt the pressure?
Bulls colours or Stormers colours? I think he was a Stormer. Do I think he felt the pressure? I think he hadn't played for a long time.
Yeah.
He had one game against Argentina, which wasn't a great game either. He's definitely short of a gallop or two.
Yeah. Okay. Then we've got Visa at 8.
Oh my God, he was amazing.
He's a mountain.
Do you know, this was the annoying part on the weekend? Will Jordan got player of the match, right? Just because New Zealand win doesn't mean that the best player on the pitch, Visa, shouldn't get player of the match. The guy was unbelievable. He deserved, if South Africa had won, he would have got it, right? And I almost feel like, New Zealand have won. Who can we give it to?
But that's normally what happens.
I know, it annoys me.
But that's normally what happens and probably should happen.
Yeah, but not all the time.
No, if they're head and shoulders above.
And
he head and shoulders
100%.
above? 100%. Well, there you go. You tell him.
I will. I'm
Okay.
telling them now.
Peter Steph Toy.
Yeah, I thought, do you know, some people suit being captain.
Yeah.
He did not suit being captain.
No.
Because I think they brought in, what's his name?
So then we've got, at 6, we've got Sia Khaleesi.
Sia Khaleesi, they brought him back in.
Paul de Villiers.
Yeah, I think...
So they've named 16.
They want Sia Khaleesi to play, and they want him to be captain.
Yeah.
And it probably just highlights that, when Sia leaves, they need to find someone, and it's not going to be Steph Toy.
No. Then we've got that one, Ruan.
Yeah, got him, yeah.
Yeah. Then we've got Etzebeth, Lowe, Malcolm Marks, and Ox.
Oh, Ox and Che was just...
That front row.
If that guy could play 80, you know what I mean? If that guy could play 80, unreal. You'd never, ever beat them. There's a few subs there as well.
Oh, did you want to know the subs? Sorry. Faree, Steenkamp, Thomas de Toy, Diaga,
Yeah.
It's a Haven,
Yeah.
Cameron.
Yeah.
I'm making absolute
Don't worry.
hash of
Do you
this.
notice how I didn't bring up my phone to read out the team? But there's a couple of changes there.
Yeah,
They're bringing
Mornay, Vanderberg.
DeFree's going to be 40 next month.
Yes, he is, isn't he? That's right.
I think they're definitely going to play tight, much tighter. Although they didn't really play loose on the weekend, I think they'll definitely play tighter. I think you're right. I think they'll scrum for penalties. And rather than try and piggyback in, they'll take the points far more often.
Yeah.
And then when the game is in its last 20 to 30 minutes, they bring on Sasha FM.
Yeah.
And they can play a little bit more attractive. You'd like to think Jesse Krill, Damien Dearlande will stay in the centres and they'll have a lot more going on.
They've gone a 6-2 split again.
What do you think New Zealand are going to do? Well, you've mentioned about that change. They're going to have to change De Groot.
Are they?
I think so. Concussion protocol.
Or is he concussed?
So I think he's gone. Lord again, concussion protocol. He's gone.
Okay.
So they have to change at prop. They'll have to change at lock.
Yeah.
Do you think... I think that, let's be honest to say, we don't know enough about the front row.
No, and I don't necessarily know who's there because there's been some people added and some people taken out.
Yeah, Tuanga Fussy's come over, but I think that's for midweek.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see who's front row.
Yeah.
But
What did you think of Nemir when he came on? Did he come on?
Suffer more.
Suffer more, sorry.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. I mean, Nemir, I'm just not sure he's a good enough scrummager to start.
He's just also, he doesn't seem big enough.
No.
But I like the way he plays.
Oh, I love the way he plays.
Yeah.
But
he's like a hooker, but at prop.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Geez, I tell you what, I was nervous before the first game.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to be even more nervous before the second.
Yeah, fair.
Because, like, as a Kiwi, you want to win everything, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
If we win this next game, I'll take a draw.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
I'll take the draw. And that's saying something.
Yeah.
That shows how much respect I have for South Africa, is that I'm happy to take a draw out of this 4 test match series if we win 2 in South Africa.
Would be unreal.
Yeah. So, it's like if we win the last one in America, I don't think it has quite the same... No, because you're not winning a tour in South Africa, are you? No, you're not. Yeah. You've been beaten.
What do you think our backline will look like?
Very similar, if not exactly the same.
Yeah.
I think Geordie Barrett was exceptional. I think Quinn Tupaia. Again, all of the New Zealand backline, you look at D-Mac, he had 4 touches on the weekend.
Is that it?
Right, but his 4 touches were class.
Yes.
Quinn Tupaia, probably not many more touches.
No, he had a really good 50-22.
Now, you imagine it's you.
Oh.
Okay, you're him.
Okay.
The ball's gone out to you.
Yep.
You've hardly touched the ball all game. What might you do?
Well, you'd want to make your mark. You'd want to run it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, and he didn't.
No, that's a mature player.
Yeah, mature player. So
it's a good 13.
Do you know what? It was a questionable thing for me. Have New Zealand found their new 13 in Quinn Tupaia? I think they have.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think there's certain
Who
things...
else is there, though?
No, but doesn't matter, because you could go Rico,
you
could go Billy Proctor when he's fully fit.
But Rico is never...
Yeah, but he's playing really well.
He is.
Playing really well on this tour. And he looks sharp. He looks proper sharp.